What's going on, everybody? This is an episode from the No Gimmicks Needed Wrestling podcast. Do you like podcasts and you want to see the full podcast? Make sure you check out the No Gimmicks Needed Wrestling podcast on all your podcast platforms, such as Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, iHeartRadio, among many others. But you're listening to the episode right here on YouTube, so make sure you hit that like button and below, and make sure you hit the subscribe button to NC Studios and NC Level Up for all your gaming needs. This is the Nerd Coalition. Enjoy the show. Alright guys, so Dynamite last Wednesday. Obviously after coming off Dynasty, which was a very successful show. Mm-hmm. Very successful. They made money. They had a lot of people in that arena. We got some history that was made because it had terrible build. You know, we got like a lot of black champions across wrestling companies now. So shit's fire right now.
Yes.
So Tony Khan was like, so obviously from what's going on with the releasing of the footage from All In, what is something else I can do to top that? Or what is something I can do to help get people trying to watch AEW again?
We really wish you wouldn't, Tony.
Well, he gotta do something. He is the CEO, boss president, and all that stuff.
That's cool, but not this.
So the question is, what can happen? So at the end of Dynamite, which was an all over the place show, I'll get to why I was a little upset with Dynamite. Tony Khan comes out to bring back Jack Perry, who was the scapegoat, who went to New Japan, and then now he told the AEW country that he's back, and he said, hey, in 5 years AEW changed the world. I'll give him their props on that, and I want to continue changing the world. So basically, to sum it all up, can he have his job back?
Oh Lord.
Tony Khan just being all trusty, shakes Jack Perry's hand, and Jack Perry takes the microphone and hits Tony Khan in the gut. Now, Tony Khan don't sell it like that hit sounds in the
so
gut.
Cartoony.
Yeah, he don't sound the way he fell was cartoony.
Absolutely.
He when he fell, it's like his brain was trying to register. Do I lean forward or backward? You know, I'm just going there.
Like y'all didn't practice this? No.
I'm just sorry if I get hit in the gut, the first thing I'm gonna do is do this.
It's double over.
It's double over. This man fell back, like head hit the man and everything like this. It's just like, you know, the man just felt like, it's just like they turned the air off and everything just came down. That's what this shit was like.
It was, I saw. It was very interesting.
All you just see is the brim of his hair up. And it's just like, what is happening here? And the crowd was just like, you know, you could have got a better reaction if Tony knew how to sell it.
Yeah.
To how much did they gonna put it? You probably should have punched him in the fucking gut.
Maybe like he would have had a natural reaction. Because I don't know, nothing that happened after this was a natural reaction.
After that happened, the Elite come out, you know, Okada and the Young Bucks, and you know, Okada and them try to get their best Jey Uso on. What you doing? You know.
Come on, man.
But as the Young Bucks is helping them out, they each by one arm. It looks like they're teasing them to do a BTE trigger. Okada's like, no, what you doing? Take him up. And they give Tony Khan they now call the Tony Khan driver, because he used to be called the Meltzer driver.
Oh God.
And now, after that happened, all the AEW roster members come out to chase the Elite off. And even
16 minutes after everything happened.
Exactly.
They didn't clear the arena, went and got in the car already, and now y'all want to come out.
They don't whooped his ass already.
Like seriously, like straight whooped it. And then Shad Khan comes out, which is Tony Khan's
daddy.
You know, the owner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Standing in the middle of the ring looking lost.
Looking like, who did this to my son? And I'm like, okay. I don't know
why he was I don't know what the hell he was doing there. Like, bro, if you don't get your ass to Detroit and pick some players.
I'm not angry at the attempt of the segment. This is wrestling. You got to do something. To keep
Nah. The segment was cool. I'm just teasing. The segment was cool.
It was, but I respect it because he's trying to do something. However, everybody around the wrestling world this week was sitting talking about this segment.
Yeah.
Kevin Nash on his podcast, this is horrible. You know, and then people also was talking about it because once again, Tony Khan, despite about these people's personal lives, Vince McMahon, Eric Bischoff, Dusty, Bill Watts, anybody that was an on-screen character, they had the chops to pull this thing off.
Listen, Tony Khan just out here trying to collect his Infinity Stone. He got another one. He got to be an active on-screen character.
This man is exactly. It's just like he's like almost like a basement dweller.
You have to chill, bro.
It's like he's the kind of guy to be on the computer and just be eating as Charles Barkley used to say, had the Cheetos on the fingertips.
You and Charles Barkley need to chill.
And I'm like, I'm saying that like he's mad socially awkward. Like when he has special announcement, he hold the microphone like this.
Oh my God, he be holding that microphone for dear life.
I can see him read the teleprompter.
He holds that microphone like it's going to jump out of his hands and run every time.
And I'm like, yo, relax, take a breath. So I expected to be like, okay, we're gonna take the ball serious. So then, when the draft happened, because the NFL draft happened the next week, for the past couple of days, Tony Khan does show up in a neck brace to sell the injury. Because I was wondering if he was going to sell the injury because he's barely sold the punch in the stomach.
Yes, all the things that happened to him.
Yeah, so you got to sell it somehow, but that does not stop Tony Khan from running his mouth. And I don't know if this was the right thing to say.
No, it wasn't. I guarantee you it wasn't.
During an appearance on NFL Network, while speaking to the Wrestling Observer Radio, Brian Alvarez, Tony Khan made a comment here. He was like, I talked to people in both companies, and I will say this about what he said. This is Brian Alvarez talking, I believe. I can tell you from talking to people in AEW, obviously the WWE people thought it was ridiculous that he said it, but I heard people in AEW saying the same thing, a lot of it. And this is because he made the comment I'm referring to is Tony Khan said WWE is like the Harvey Weinstein of professional wrestling.
No, you got to read the whole thing, like a pimp named Slickback. You got to read the whole quote.
You got to put a whole quote up for me. This is what I have right here. This is unfortunately what I have right here. But while I was looking it up and while I read it, I was like, whoa.
Yeah, he was big tripping.
Which I guess in totality, I guess with all the Vince stuff going on, he ain't necessarily wrong talking about that, but I don't think that was the problem. Or maybe so.
It just feels, I don't know. I want to say in poor taste, but not really, because Vince is also horrible.
Yeah.
But it was just like so random. Of all the things you could have said, all the people you could have said. I mean, to an extent, it was random. We understand why you made that correlation, but jeez. Let me go and look at the whole thing.
First of all, before I get into it, your thoughts about that comment. I know you heard about the comment.
Yeah, that was weird. But it's just like, bro, you really ain't had, like, I don't know what your intentions were behind it personally, but it's like, bro, you on national TV with a neck brace, and not for nothing, you embarrassed your company prior to this with releasing the footage that I'm pretty sure you were advised not to do, and all it did was make y'all look dumb and have a man who don't even work there anymore super lit over there. So it's just like, bro, I don't know. Maybe that punch in the gut did a little bit more. Who knows?
Well, not necessarily, because I still felt as though that Dynamite was a little lopsided, because even when Dynamite happened, your new AEW champion, your first black AEW champion, goes out there and says nothing. He has about a 15 to 20 minute match, a title eliminator match. Why is he doing
a throwaway match?
Yes. Why? He doesn't say anything.
Know what to do.
In the open show, like even Bully Ray came out on Twitter, was just like, it ain't that hard. What the fuck are you doing?
It is that hard.
No, because I would say he is catering to an audience of not all the IWC, but I'm saying, but when it comes to the people who really feel like the indie wrestling style, you are catering to that kind of audience. Like, just give me good matches. On my wrestling show, I want excellent style matches. But when Swerve makes history that he was going around here talking for the past couple months about what he wants to do, what he is going to do, put a microphone in that man's hands, and when he come out, I want to hear him talk about it so he can set up his next feud. Not some throwaway match from some throwaway stable that nobody cares about. I was like, okay, yeah, well, the match was good, but yeah, that does nothing, because guess what? The next week, I'm not going to remember that match. Was it good? Yeah, because Swerve is great, but I'm just saying, but it ain't like it's a match of your contender. It ain't like it stopped the needle. It ain't like I was like, oh, but let me turn to Dynamite, because nobody said, let me hurry up and tune into Dynamite to see what match Swerve going to do. No. Can you imagine Cody finishing the story? And I hate making comparisons like this, because I'm trying to, I don't want to go back to the tribalism that Tony Khan is clearly still into.
Yes.
But can you imagine Cody Rhodes finishing the story? That awesome WrestleMania ending we had in Philly, right? And all the people came out and they WrestleMania attended him and picked him up in the ring and everything. And he called out people that nobody wanted to see and shit like that. And imagine that, and then Cody comes out the next day with a championship qualifier match against Finn Balor.
Damn, I thought you was going to say somebody else. I don't know.
And it's like, okay, and they had a good 20-minute match, and then Cody leaves us. That's all we see from Cody.
Yeah.
What?
That's crazy.
They go worse than a fart in church. They go worse. Who wants it? I want to see Cody in the suit. I want to see Cody get the mic. What do you want to talk about? Set that up, because now, The Rock talked that shit. The Rock came out because he was pissed. That's how you got to do it. Not no throwaway match. So then they gave Swerve the mic on Collision.
Oh, Lord.
Guess who didn't see Collision? This guy. Because I'm still trying to get used to watching wrestling on Saturdays. I'm so busy on everything else on Saturday. I'll be like, oh shit, Collision is on.
I have a feeling a lot of people do that.
I'm like, and so when a lot of your fans don't, or the viewers don't see that, you need to put that on Dynamite.
Yeah, put it on your main show.
But we had to make room for this angle. I don't know where it's going. Tony Khan is not that kind of character. It's an on-street character like a Bischoff or McMahon. He can't handle it. He's too socially awkward and clearly can't take no bumps.
Yeah, he got to go back to the drawing board and try that again. Practice some more, something.
But it's like, remember a couple years, like last year, we would always be like, yo, somebody take Tony Khan's phone.
Yes, take the microphone.
Yeah. So I really need
take
somebody.
All communication devices.
I need somebody. I need to kind of hire somebody to come in and be like, just let me try to run this story.
He needs PR training. That's really what it boils down to.
You know, that's a good way to put PR training. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, that's what he needs. Listen, this is what he said. I found the quote.
Okay.
First of all, this whole thing reeks of like 90s sitcom. This seems like something I would see on like Seinfeld. Like he'd be on an interview with a neck brace saying things like this. AEW, we've been doing this for 5 years. We are the most successful sports startup since the AFL pre-merger. There has not been a challenger brand that has gained as much market share as AEW in many, many years. We are like the Pepsi of pro wrestling. We're up against a really evil juggernaut. WWE is our competitor. That's who we're facing. AEW is like the Pepsi of pro wrestling. WWE is like the Harvey Weinstein of pro wrestling. I'm really proud of what we do down here. Now, that's why I said earlier that was so random. Like, if you're going to lead with AEW as the Pepsi, I'm going to gather that your next statement will probably be that WWE is the Coke.
That's what I would think.
Not the Harvey Weinstein.
That wasn't even left field. That wasn't even left field.
That's why I'm like, okay, cool. But what?
Because of the shit that Vince was doing, obviously.
No.
Yeah.
I understand why you would try and make that correlation and call it that, but you can't lead with we're the Pepsi and they're the Harvey Weinstein. That's just, that don't make no sense.
No, it don't. Because Eric Bishop said you're not Pepsi.
I think he said you're a cup of urine. I gotta go look. Because he's quite frankly sick of his shit. And I get it.
You know, sometimes the world be a better place when accountability comes in play. And I do believe that Tony Khan is one of them people who has got to be held accountable for these actions.
I'm sorry, what?
And for how he's handling these things.
No, not you. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's why I think Tony Khan got to do. So I look, the wrestling fan in me is curious about the story, but the way he's been handling things so far has been not the greatest, and it's really been upsetting me. Especially like I don't understand why I'm waiting till Double Nothing to see Mercedes Moné wrestle. I don't know. I don't understand why that is, especially when she has been doing the WWE style for the longest time. I think she knocked them kinks out, and to help build her up, other than going off her name, like I love Mercedes. Y'all know I love Mercedes, but all I see her do is interviews every single week.
Yep, and not even great ones.
Exactly.
Not even great ones.
Like. Every time she go in to talk, I just see like a clock comes up on her face. I just see the clock ticking down to like when she's gonna leave and go back to WWE, because she already said she was doing that. But and I was just like, you know, it don't even make it. And the reason why I don't like it is because now Willow Nightingale wins the TBS championship, and Mercedes' first match is a Double or Nothing. She's not losing her first match. So it automatically takes out that Will Nightingale's got a chance of winning. So you already gave away the match. I don't get that.
I don't either. I got nothing for you. The man went on TV and said what he said, did what he did. And nothing surprises me at this point.
And I'm not gonna say it's and just, you know, try to defend him for that Harvey Weinstein comic. I just think it was stupid.
That was dumb. Why?
I just also thinking that, you know, right now, with the way you're spiraling, bruh, y'all still trying to do Wembley Stadium. That would be quite embarrassing that a stadium that holds 9,000 people, only 10,000 people show up, if that.
Damn, that's a low ball. 10,000?
Yeah, I'm saying, because it's right now. You had to give me that. Right now, you have brought in some interest for me to check out Dynamite this Wednesday because of what happened last week that you're supposed to do. But how do you capitalize from that? How do you keep this thing going? How do you make it all the way into Double? Because Kenny Omega's will be coming back. And I'm like, okay, so you clearly about to write him off because he get surgery. So you're about to write him off, and he'd be like, don't wait, Tony, I can sell a bump better than you can. Trust me, trust to believe. Q4, you've been majorly quiet on this front. I guess you ain't got no more words left for Tony Khan? Today's a yes.
My bad. I'm at work getting my life together. My fault.
No, it's cool.
But no, I'm good. I'm good off Tony Khan. No, I didn't have nothing else. But yeah,
because like, how much more is there to say? He's just gonna keep doing the same goofy shit, and they gonna keep letting him.
You have a trademark phrase I know you want to say, but I know you can't say it on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just leave you with the one word. I'm sorry.
Please,
he just be doing so much.
For the love of God, for us who love wrestling, just do better and do you.
Please.
Don't. Let's see where the storyline goes and let's make it hot.
You don't have to keep trying to build your company on the bricks of, oh, well, this other company sucks so bad. Yes. Look at what we're doing. Like, bro, calm down.
You know, that's my last comment. That's my thing. You can't rely on the boogeyman anymore.
No.
The boogeyman is
gone.
So that whole Harvey Weinstein comment went with him.
It's one thing to be like, again, if he had just said, we the Pepsi and they the Coke.
Yeah.
Okay. Whatever makes you feel better.
And Troy probably would tweet it, you don't drink soda when you got champagne.
Hey, yo, come on now, because no, he wouldn't. You know he wouldn't.
No, he would.
But yeah, no, y'all got to get together over there. Because what's happening?
Competition is good. But right now, when it comes to your show, when it comes to your pay-per-view, when it comes to your shop, when it comes to your video game, you can't just do
you can't just give us the bare minimum and be like, but see, it's not what they're doing.
Yeah, because, everybody's like, WWE's hot right now. Mm-hmm. You got a lot of guys on top right now.
They riding a wave right now.
Exactly. So, bruh, they ain't got time for you to be, But stuff, you need to focus. My biggest fear is that when we get to Wembley Stadium and all in, and when they was able to put 72,000 people up in that stadium, which was almost around the same number we had for WrestleMania.
For WrestleMania, that's a lot of people.
And then they go to Wembley Stadium, they be like this, we only sold about 10 or 20,000 tickets in that big ass arena.
That would be rough.
Bruh.
That would be rough.
That's a come down from this all-in show. You don't want that. So right now you need to make it hot. And sometimes you may need to take some things that WWE has done and just put your own thing on.
Focusing on the wrong stuff.
You're focusing on the wrong stuff.